Yep. Here we go. Turn the sound up. All right. All right. Another live stream. All right. Give me a minute here. Once again on the road. Make sure this connection is straight though. All right. Okay. Second here, y'all. Here we go. Okay. Get started here in a minute. Okay. Yeah, man, just gonna talk about this one more time. Give you my thoughts on the whole situation. Once again, you know, not much has changed. Just going a little bit more thorough on a big fight here between Shevchenko and Andrade. And, why it makes more sense just to wait till the spring for this fight. You know? All right, so let's get started here in a minute. All right. Yeah, so we're going to talk about like I said, I know a lot of people disagree. There's some people disagree and agree on what I think about this fight and about, Jessica Andrade not wanting to take a short notice. But, I'm basing everything I say off of past experience and, what we seen in the combat sports world before, you know. It's really nothing new. So yeah. Okay, 1 minute here. 1 minute here, we get it situated. All right, y'all. So yeah, man. Like I was saying in my video, Jessica Andrade, she didn't want to take a short notice fight. Somebody else in my comment section, they said she was offered to fight on a few other dates. Like, they never told me the other dates. Like, the only date I know of was December. If they told me some other dates, that would help clarify things. And even in her interview, December was the only date that was brought up. So if y'all tell me something like March or April was brought up, we could definitely change things. But other than that, like, all I know and what she said was the fight was offered in December, which a couple months or month and a half, because it was mid-October when her last fight was, right? Mid-October, and she was offered the fight in December. And yeah, I know a lot of people are basing that off of her trash talking and her call out, but trash talking, that's nothing new in the game. Been seeing it, hearing it. And, you know, trash talking to me, you know, trash talking is not the final ink to a contract, to a fight. You know, trash talk is just an art. You know, it's a part of building the fight up, hyping the fight up, building up a backstory to a fight. So if a person talks this trash, oh, I whoop this person tomorrow, I whoop this person in their backyard, I don't take that seriously. You know, I have people trash talk me in their face, and then when I come up there, it ain't the same energy. You know what I mean? So in a controlled sport like MMA, Jessica Andrade could say she wants it right now, but we know she don't want it right now. I mean, think about it. This is the biggest fight, possibly one of the second biggest fights of her career, if not the biggest, because she's facing like the second best fighter in WMMA. So do you really think she want to take this fight on a short notice when she is that number one contender, when she has a little bit of leverage? No. You know, this is a fight where she's going to try to take the time out to prepare for it, whatever she got to do, physically or mentally. And you'll probably see her do a regular turnaround for it. So I can't really call it like I just can't really call it like a duck if you just offer to fight on short notice just like that, you know, pandemic or not. I just don't feel like you go into the biggest fight of your career and you risk all the preparation and the right promotion for a big event like that, just like that. You know what I mean? Like Shevchenko versus Andrade, it's not no throwaway fight. It's not a UFC fight night fight. It's not an ESPN fight. This is a build-up fight. So whatever she got to say, whatever she got to do to build this thing up on a regular turnaround fight, it needs to be done that way. You know, that's how I feel. So, you know, Valentina and the team, yeah, they offered her the fight. She turned it down. Like I said, I don't know the other dates that were offered because December was the only date that was brought up. But if she turned it down, I just feel like that's a reason to say, hey, she must really want to just prepare for this fight in the right way. And we hear it all the time. Look, all these fighters I talk to, what is this sport? This sport is 97% mental. You know what I mean? It's 97% mental. And let's be real. This is, again, the best fighter in the world she's facing. You got to get ready for this fight. You know, you got to get ready for this one. This is too big a fight to take on a short notice. And this is too big a fight for me. Just want to see a quick turnaround and not see it promoted right. So we can't really act like she's prolonging the fight and putting it off for like a year. You know, Jessica Andrade it's not like she said, okay, it's not like she became number one contender like January of 2019 or something. She's holding the division up. She just got into the division in October. So the fight happens in March. That's what, 6 months, right? About 6 months, yeah. So that's just a regular turnaround. So if she just wants to skip out on a quick, short notice fight to a regular turnaround, that's normal to me. That's just a normal turnaround for a fight. So, and you know, this is coming from somebody who's not even a fan of Jessica Andrade. You know, I'm not really a fan of her style, but I want to see a good fight, good competitive fight. I don't just want to see somebody get ran through. Because y'all know, if Jessica Andrade took this fight in December, Valentina blows her out, they're going to downplay her win too. You know, they're going to downplay Valentina's win. They're going to say it was a mismatch. There's going to be all kinds of excuses. You know, they ain't going to give her full on credit. So I want to see a champion get her full credit for a legit number one contender fight, not somebody that's just talking trash and you base it off trash talk and say, throw them in there. No, you know? Yeah, Coach, see, you said, like I said, Coach, you can't base it off of talk all the time. Look, I have people, like I said, in my personal life, talk, but when I approach them, it's like, oh, we got to do it here. We got to do it here. So I say, okay, we can do it there because I don't want no excuses. I don't want no excuses. You hear me? Whenever somebody call me out, I'm like, okay, we'll do it on your playing field. The results don't go their way. The results don't go their way. But hey, it's like, all right, I gave you the chance. You lost. Boom. No excuses. And I think the same thing is with her. Trash talk is an art, coach. You know that. Trash talk is an art. People will say one thing, but you really think you're gonna do it? Like Keith Thurman. What did Keith Thurman say to Manny Pacquiao? He said, I'll whoop you tomorrow. I'll whoop you tomorrow. But he got a fight with Jose Zito Lopez coming up. And we know his fight ain't till July. He gonna want a fair playing field. He's talking about when he get in there after a right turnaround. You know, she says one thing. That's just to build a fight up, man. That's just really to build a fight up. Yeah, you say that no amount of time is gonna help her, right? But when people say it's a mismatch, what are we gonna say then? You know, I want this fight to look like a legit fight. See, as a fan of Valentina, I want her to have a nice competitive looking fight. I want to see her have a fight where nobody makes excuses for her. You know, like we can say no amount of time is going to prepare, so we might as well call it a mismatch then, right? But no, I don't want it to be that way. I want Valentina to have a big main event promoted right, so she can get her numbers up too. You know, y'all got to look at it that way. Like that's why WMMA ain't getting no respect because it's just gonna be thrown out there as a short notice fight. Nah, man, this got to be promoted like Whaley Rose. Same respect we giving Rose to wait it out. Hey, we got to make this a big fight too. We got to make this a big fight too. I don't want to see no quick turnaround for real, man. Shevchenko Andrade, no, man, this is a big fight. I don't care what she said. This is a big fight for Valentina. Don't make this a quick turnaround fight. This got to be built up. Hang on, I'm driving, so I'm just reading your views here. Uh, that's what I was saying. Somebody brought that up in my chat. No, somebody brought that up in my comment section the other day. Like she was offered to fight 3 times. What were the dates? What were the dates she was offered? Because all I know is December. Was she offered to fight 3 times in December, or was she offered it in like February or March? Because then we can change the story. If she was offered to fight and she turned it down in February or March, yeah, we'll change the story then. But like if it was 3 times in December, you know, that's a different thing. Oh yeah, that thing where I read that article, coach, about her fighting Nunes. She said that was just some like a bucket list type deal. Like the Nunes fight, I read that interview. That was like a bucket list type deal. That don't, yeah, like she's still gonna stay at 125 from what I read. Yeah. Okay, hold on. So it was March because in the article I read, they said they either want to fight in March, April, or May. You know, her trainer or her coach, Giliar, whatever his name is, Piranha. He said the fight they were looking for was March, April, or May. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, she was looking for like March, April, or May. And in that article, it said it was just December. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you get what you asked for. I agree with that. Yeah, like, but that fast, come on. Like, Valentina, best fighter in the world, one of the best fighters in the world. I'm not taking that fight on short notice. If you were ranked number 11 or number 10 and you were offered like Valentina, you should take it because who knows if you'll fight your way up the rankings again, you know? You might never get your way up the ranking, but if you were in number 1 position, you have a little bit of leverage there. You have a little bit of leverage to say, let's make this legit. Like I said, coach, I've heard so many people talk trash throughout the years. That doesn't mean a fight gonna happen right away, man. That that don't mean a fight get in like that. Trash talk is not ink. If we say April's about right. April's about right for a turnaround for a fight, man. April's about right. Now, if you push it off summer, but after looking at her resume, I was like, man, I never seen her duck somebody before. Again, this is coming from a non-Jessica Andrade fan. I'm just like, this ain't a fighter that ever ducked anybody before. Jessica Andrade called out before she was champion at straw weight. Called out Valentina after she got beat at straw weight. She called out Valentina before she had a fight at 125. She stayed. She called her out when she was at straw weight. That's trash talking. You know, Errol Spence calling out Canelo. But he still got things to do at welterweight, so we know that ain't real. You know what I mean? Like I gotta base it off of action, man. Like Errol Spence say that too about Canelo. He want Canelo at 160, but that's not really gonna happen until you really clean out your division. Yeah, Errol Spence, he'll say he want Canelo. Like I'm an Errol fan, but that's not really realistic to jump to 160. You still got work to do here. So now that she's done at 115 and now she's here, hey, you know, you put yourself in the number one contender spot, then we know that the fight. Hold on. How is February now? It's February right now. Hold on, I'm reading this just to tell you. This says, okay, it's not what I read, it's who I talked to. But if it's who you talk to, okay. If it's who you talk to, yeah. If it's something I missed, let me know. Because either way, this ain't a fight you want to take on a month and a half notice. That's all respect to Valentina. That's the type of fighter she is. You know what I mean? Take it on short notice. They're going to downplay Valentina's win. I'm telling you. That's what it all comes down to. Push, push aside what kind of trash talking she's saying. Look, I got enough faith in Valentina's skills and know what she can do to Jessica Andrade, minus you know, the trash talk. But she want to push it out, prolong it. Okay, let's do that. Let's build this fight up. Let's not put, let's give Valentina a chance to get a good, solid main event against a fight even Dana White was trying to push. We know what Dana White said ain't true, but let's give her a good main event. Let's not throw her in there on 2 months' notice. Oh, hang on for 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. All right. I'm back. Okay, so business wise, would y'all rather see Valentina in there just another fight they call a mismatch, or would you like to see it built up? That's my thing. That's my whole point too. The promotion side that they were talking about. Like, would y'all like to see the fight built up, or would you just like to see them go in there and downplay her win when she blew out Jessica Andrade in December? What do y'all think? You said they'll think it'll still be a mismatch. What about in the casual fans' eyes, though? What about money wise? What about attraction wise to Valentina? All right, hang on, just pull it over here. Jessica was the one that indicated that she would fight my Valentina immediately. I mean, she said it aggressively, so now you don't want to come on. Now you don't want to fight. Yeah, I mean, hardcore fans, we know. I know what tools Valentina got, but at the same time, it's like, come on, like, let's just get this fight on a regular playing field, like Whaley Rose. Because what if Whaley wanted to? What if They wanted Rose to fight Whaley 2 months after Jessica Andrade, you know, and she said no. Let's say if let's say if Rose didn't get her nose broken that fight with Jessica Andrade, and she was offered to fight Whaley in September, 2 months right after. What if she turned that fight down? Would it be the same situation? Because I'd be like, no. I mean, like, if you're gonna turn around and fight for a title against Whaley, same thing for Rose. I'd be like, nah, like, just take the time to recover for another 4 or 5 month turnaround, and that's cool. Even if there was trash talking involved, even if you did keep calling somebody out, calling them out, it'll happen eventually. So yeah, I've heard. Look, Jessica talking all this trash after she took that fight in October. I was like, ain't no way she gonna want to fight right away in December. And yeah, we could say technically all day long it's a mismatch anyway. But if that was a purpose, then why would you even want to see the fight happen? You know? Like I said, as a person that's not even a Jessica Andrade fan, And as a fan of Valentina, I want to see Valentina get a good promoted fight. I don't care what Jessica's saying. I want to see Valentina get a chance to get a good fight to showcase skills against somebody Dana White's trying to promote as a big, a big threat to her, you know? Because in the long run, you make it a good promoted fight, people finally get a chance to see another fight pushing WMMA in a better direction. Look, Whaley and Rose got a fight coming up in Singapore. This fight could do big numbers. You know what I mean? When you look at it in promotional and a business aspect, that's a big fight. And if you put this fight out there in the spring too, this fight could do good numbers. I really don't want to, yeah, okay, Valentina has the hardcore fans, but yeah, come on, like let's see her get a good main attraction fight that has a good storyline built up to it. You know what I mean? See, the hardcore Valentina fans, as soon as Jessica Andrade say something, you will want to go to bat for and say, get your ass in there, get it kicked. I'm like, nah, man, like let her talk her trash. We'll prolong it. We'll build her up a good fight, and we'll make it legit. No excuses. Because like I said, you know, y'all gonna be making some videos now. Y'all gonna make some videos. If the fight happened in December, Valentina knocked her out, and the media downplays the fight, everybody's gonna start saying something about it. They're gonna say y'all downplaying her win now because they'll have a bunch of excuses to make. Y'all made her take the fight on short notice. She took the fight on short notice. You know what I mean? But you put it out legit. Let Dana White keep promoting this fighter as the biggest threat that Valentina's had. This is good for Valentina financially. It might not change it technically, but it's big for her financially. You know, and it's money for Jessica Andrade too. So there's a strategic thing here. They playing chess here, man. She's towards the end game of her career. Do you really believe everything she's saying? You can't believe half the things these fighters saying. Yeah, Marcus, most of them do get downplayed, but you want to keep it that way? Or we just gonna keep accepting that? You gonna keep accepting that mind frame? Oh, she'll get downplayed anyway. Ain't it about time that changes? So you just want to throw this as another one in the garbage? This will be just another garbage mismatch fight? No. The other person that I want to see a good fight. I want to see a good fight. I don't just want to see Valentina fight. I want to see a good fight. Just like I'm a Floyd Mayweather fan, but I want to see Floyd Mayweather in a good fight. I don't want to just see him in there with a mismatch. I want to see somebody in there give him a tough fight so he can prove his greatness again. You know what I mean? I don't want to just see him show up to wash somebody out. Same with Valentina. Like I know the competition ain't there, but there could be some here in a big moment for her to shine. So I'm like, I want to see her shine. I want to see her get a little bit of just due here. See, I guess I'm looking at it more in the fighter's perspective, like the long run, the recognition, the promotion, the money, um, not just trash talk. I don't want to just base it off of trash talk. Mainstream media doesn't like Valentina that much. They tolerate her, I think, so they would definitely downplay her victory. But that's most of WMMA. It definitely downplayed if the fight took place in December. I'll tell you that now. Yeah, this look, like I said, if this thing don't happen in April or May, then yeah, we'll definitely talk. But my thing was, look, this fight in December, that was just too premature for me. That was just too premature for me. Happened in December, a lot going on too, man. Like, nah. Marcus, I would say Manon and Taylor climb the rankings along with possibly fighting Valentina. Very possible, man. That's very, very possible. And the thing is with Manon and Taylor Santos, I think they could do it just legit, just climbing the rankings. They'll just fight their way there. Like, I don't want to see them two fight until they get in maybe like the top 10. Like, I don't want to see them fight each other until they get like somewhere like 5 and 6, or maybe let the title eliminator between Firo and Taylor Santos, something like that, man. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't forget, yeah, yeah, yeah. Miranda. Don't forget Miranda. Yeah, Miranda gonna put in some work on the 13th. Y'all know Miranda about to put in that work on the 13th. So yeah. Oh yeah. Ugh. But yeah, man, that's pretty much how I feel, man. Like, something that's potentially a big fight for you as a fighter, you don't take it on short notice. I mean, the trash talking, like I said, that's just a backstory. Um, if I took everything everybody said seriously as far as trash talk, you know, come on, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like I said, I have people will say stuff to me now, and then when I call them out, you ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't the way you say you're gonna do it. We'll put it that way. That's what I say. It's just like, okay, her trash talk, Jessica Andrade's trash talk is building up a story. It's just a narrative to a fight that's coming up in 2021, and we'll get to fight. We'll get to fight. It's just like, you know, when you're making a movie, I don't want to see you rush and make a movie in 2 months. I want to see you make the movie, um, promote it right, and put it out at a right date. You know what I mean? Summertime. Like, if it's a blockbuster type movie, you wait till the summertime for it. That's what it all comes down. That's what it comes down to for me. Like, if I want to see the fighters do good outside of the octagon as well, I want to see them get recognition for a change. And like I said, Marcus, like you were saying, they downplay all her fights. Well, it's time for that to change, man. It's time for that to change. You can't just say, I'm gonna accept this. No, like, let's see Valentina get some recognition for a fight that has potential. Whether you feel like Andrade has the skill or not, let's see a fight made up to have potential to build up bigger exposure for WMMA. Or either that, we just gonna keep complaining saying they don't give WMMA the respect. Like, I know, like, they don't give Valentina a lot of credit for certain things, man. But every time there's another fight, I'm saying, yeah, we got to build this thing up. We got to build this thing up. It'll be different. I'm not just going to accept it and then after that just say, oh man, like they don't care, they don't care. Well, this is an opportunity. This is a time to play the chess piece right and say, okay, this girl here wants to build a fight up. Let's not, you know, let's not downplay her for turning down the fight in December. Let's draw it out some more. Let's make some type of build up to it, whether you know the outcome or not. You know what I mean? And I like that, Robert. I like the fact that she's running her mouth. That's what's gonna make it bigger. You know what I mean? Like I like the trash talk, but trash talk is not ink. Trash talk is not ink. It's not gonna make the right promotion and the right move for when it needs to happen. That's just a part of it. We know that that's a part that those are fighting words that's going to fuel something up and make something happen potentially. But you just got to say, okay, um, this girl's talking this trash. Like, does she really want it yet? Well, she's at 125 now. She must do want it. You know. Same with Spence and Crawford. Like, if Terrence Crawford kept talking trash or Errol Spence was talking trash, I wouldn't want to see them take the fight on a 2 month notice. I really wouldn't want to see them take a 2 month notice. I still want to see the fight on a legit playing field. You know what I mean? I still want to see the fight on a legit playing field where it's like the proper amount of time to prepare for a boxing match. 12 weeks of training camp, whatever. Mark said one thing about Miranda based on most of her interviews. She always talks about not only implementing her wrestling and BJJ skills, but also her wrestling. Like Jillian just talks about grappling. Yeah, I mean, go back and look at her fights too, bro. Like, the girl is strong as hell. She got Miranda got a strong core too. She got a strong core. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got, y'all. I just wanted to drop in for a little bit before I go run in and take care of some business. Yeah, man. Like I said, not a Jessica Andrade fan. I just want to see a fight on a level playing field. No emotion involved in this whole thing. I like Valentina as a fighter. I'm a fan of her style. Yeah, fan of her as a fighter. I'm just wanting to see more come out of a potential big fight. That's all. You know, Jessica's not a coward. I ain't gonna go as far as to say that. I'm not gonna say anything like that. They do something we all can't do. They're doing something we don't do. They fight for a living. So yeah. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Like always, make sure y'all subscribe. Got another interview coming up tomorrow, and yeah, this week, y'all know I got Chris Bird on the show, former two-time heavyweight champion. We go in, we talk boxing, man. Like, we just had a good conversation, man. We were just chopping it up about a lot of different things, man, and yeah, just life and everything, man. It was a good show, man. So even y'all MMA fans, check out this boxing interview I got coming up Thursday. I'm gonna put it out Thursday. Former heavyweight champion Chris Bird. So yeah, check that out too, Robert. That's the interview I was talking about, Chris Bird. So yeah, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I am out. I'll probably catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.